Alzheimer's disease is a debilitating brain disorder. It is characterized by the progressive degeneration of brain cells, leading to a decline in cognitive functions. This condition primarily affects older adults, but it is not a normal part of aging. The disease disrupts the communication between neurons, causing them to die and leading to significant brain shrinkage over time. It slowly destroys memory and thinking skills. Early symptoms often include difficulty remembering recent events or conversations. As the disease progresses, individuals may experience severe memory impairment, confusion, and changes in behavior. They might struggle with language, lose the ability to recognize loved ones, and eventually require full-time care. This disease is the most common cause of dementia. Dementia is an umbrella term for a range of conditions characterized by cognitive decline severe enough to interfere with daily life. Alzheimer's accounts for 60 to 80% of dementia cases. It is important to differentiate Alzheimer's from other types of dementia, as each has unique characteristics and treatment approaches. Dementia is a general term for memory loss and cognitive decline that interferes with daily life. It encompasses a variety of symptoms, including impaired judgment, disorientation, and difficulty with complex tasks. These symptoms can vary widely among individuals and can progress at different rates. Early diagnosis and intervention are crucial for managing the disease effectively. Alzheimer's affects millions of people globally. It is estimated that over 50 million people worldwide are living with dementia, with Alzheimer's being the most prevalent form. The impact of the disease extends beyond the individuals affected, placing a significant emotional and financial burden on families and healthcare systems. The number of cases is rising as the population ages. With increasing life expectancy, the prevalence of Alzheimer's is expected to triple by 2050. This growing epidemic underscores the urgent need for research, awareness, and resources to support those affected by the disease. There is currently no cure for Alzheimer's. Despite extensive research, the exact cause of the disease remains unknown, and treatments are limited to managing symptoms. Current medications can temporarily improve symptoms or slow their progression, but they do not stop the disease from advancing. However, treatments are available to manage symptoms. These include medications to help with memory loss, confusion, and behavioral changes. Non-drug approaches, such as cognitive therapy, physical activity, and social engagement, can also play a crucial role in improving the quality of life for those with Alzheimer's. Research continues to uncover the complexities of the disease. Scientists are exploring various avenues, including genetic factors, lifestyle influences, and environmental triggers, to better understand how Alzheimer's develops and progresses. This research is vital for identifying potential targets for new treatments and preventive measures. Scientists strive to develop effective treatments and preventive strategies. Collaborative efforts across the globe are focused on finding ways to delay the onset of Alzheimer's, slow its progression, and ultimately find a cure. Advances in technology and medical research hold promise for future breakthroughs in the fight against this devastating disease. Understanding the impact of Alzheimer's on the brain is crucial for developing effective interventions. By studying the changes in brain structure and function, researchers can identify biomarkers for early detection and monitor the effectiveness of new treatments. This knowledge is essential for creating targeted therapies that can alter the course of the disease and improve outcomes for patients and their families. The human brain is a complex organ. It is responsible for our thoughts, memories, and actions. Alzheimer's disease primarily affects the brain's cognitive centers. These centers control memory, language, and reasoning. The hippocampus, crucial for memory formation, is among the first areas affected. As Alzheimer's progresses, it damages the cerebral cortex. This part of the brain is responsible for language, thinking, and personality. The amygdala, which processes emotions, is also affected. This leads to mood swings and behavioral changes. Two hallmark abnormalities characterize Alzheimer's disease in the brain: amyloid plaques and neurofibrillary tangles. These two features are critical in understanding the progression and impact of this debilitating condition. Amyloid plaques are sticky clumps of beta-amyloid protein. These plaques are not just random accumulations. They are the result of a complex process where beta-amyloid proteins clump together, forming dense, insoluble deposits. These clumps build up between nerve cells, disrupting communication. The presence of these plaques interferes with the synapses, the points of communication between neurons, leading to a breakdown in the transmission of signals. Imagine these plaques as roadblocks obstructing the smooth flow of traffic in the brain. Just as roadblocks cause traffic jams and delays, amyloid plaques create significant barriers to neural communication, contributing to cognitive decline. Neurofibrillary tangles are twisted fibers of tau protein that accumulate inside nerve cells. These tangles are another critical feature of Alzheimer's disease, representing a different but equally damaging process within the brain. Tau protein normally helps stabilize the internal structure of neurons. In a healthy brain, tau proteins support the microtubules, which are essential for maintaining the neuron's shape and for transporting nutrients and other important substances. In Alzheimer's, tau protein becomes abnormal and twists into tangles. This abnormal tau loses its ability to support the microtubules, leading to their disintegration and the formation of tangles. These tangles disrupt the transport of nutrients within the neuron, ultimately leading to cell death. The breakdown of this transport system means that neurons cannot function properly, leading to their eventual death and contributing to the overall brain atrophy seen in Alzheimer's disease. The combined effect of amyloid plaques and neurofibrillary tangles is devastating. Over time, the accumulation of these abnormalities leads to the shrinking of the brain, a hallmark of advanced Alzheimer's disease. This shrinkage is particularly pronounced in areas responsible for memory and cognitive functions. The impact of these changes extends beyond the individual, affecting families and caregivers. The progressive nature of Alzheimer's means that patients require increasing levels of care, placing emotional and physical burdens on loved ones. Understanding the role of plaques and tangles is crucial for researchers working to find treatments and ultimately a cure for Alzheimer's disease. By studying these abnormalities, scientists hope to develop strategies to prevent their formation or to clear them from the brain. While the presence of plaques and tangles is a defining feature of Alzheimer's, ongoing research and community support offer hope. Advances in science and medicine, along with strong support networks, are essential in the fight against this challenging disease. As we continue to learn more about Alzheimer's disease, it is important to remember the human aspect of this condition. Compassion, understanding, and support are key in helping those affected by Alzheimer's to live with dignity and grace. The accumulation of plaques and tangles disrupts communication between brain cells. These plaques, primarily composed of beta-amyloid proteins, and tangles, made up of tau proteins, interfere with the normal functioning of neurons. Over time, this interference leads to the death of brain cells, causing the brain to shrink and lose its ability to process information effectively. This disruption leads to a decline in cognitive function. As neurons die, the brain's ability to perform essential tasks diminishes. This decline is not uniform and can affect different cognitive domains, including memory, language, and executive function. The severity and progression of these symptoms can vary from person to person. Memory loss, a hallmark of Alzheimer's, manifests in various ways. Initially, individuals may experience mild forgetfulness, such as misplacing items or forgetting recent conversations. As the disease progresses, these memory lapses become more pronounced and frequent, significantly impacting daily life. People with Alzheimer's may forget recent events, names, or conversations. They might struggle to recall important dates or events and may repeatedly ask for the same information. This can be particularly distressing for both the individual and their loved ones. They may repeat themselves or misplace items frequently. This repetitive behavior is often a coping mechanism for the confusion and disorientation they experience. Misplacing items and being unable to retrace their steps to find them is a common occurrence. Reasoning and problem-solving abilities also decline. Tasks that require planning, decision-making, and abstract thinking become increasingly challenging. This can affect their ability to manage finances, follow complex instructions, or solve everyday problems. Individuals may struggle with familiar tasks, such as balancing a checkbook or following a recipe. Even routine activities that were once second nature can become overwhelming and confusing. This loss of independence can be frustrating and disheartening. Language skills are often impaired. People with Alzheimer's may find it difficult to follow or join in conversations. They might stop in the middle of a sentence and have no idea how to continue, or they may repeat themselves. Finding the right words, understanding conversations, or expressing thoughts becomes difficult. This can lead to social withdrawal and isolation, as communication becomes more challenging and frustrating. These cognitive impairments progressively worsen as the disease advances. The rate of progression can vary, but ultimately Alzheimer's disease leads to severe cognitive and functional decline, requiring comprehensive care and support. Understanding these changes can help in providing better care and improving the quality of life for those affected.